Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. There is an update tungkol sa mga family sponsorship applications sa Quebec. Quebec lang ha guys, sa Quebec only. Okay, sometime in 2025, it was reported that the province of Quebec is pausing yung family reunification applications. There was also a little bit of confusion on what that really meant. Bawal ba talaga mag-apply or what? And then now we have another update kung magpapaliwanag sa atin yan. Here with us again to explain kung ano itong mangyayari ngayon. Mukhang magre-resume na yung processing ng family sponsorship applications. Thank you again, Attorney Lance Grospe. Siya po ay isang immigration lawyer based in Quebec. Okay, so what's going on dito sa family sponsorship applications? I had an episode with you about this last year.
Last year.
Oo, when it was paused. Pero may confusion dyan. Balikan nga natin ulit, Attorney Renz, yung nangyari last year.
Right. So, nangyari last year, Quebec, so sa unang episode sa Quebec updates, ang sabi ng Quebec, okay, too many immigrants, we wanna parang bawasan muna yung number ng immigrants in Quebec. So part of that effort is pinostponed nila yung Quebec side ng PR process for family sponsorship.
Got it. Okay.
Okay? The way it works kasi, i-apply na federal, yung federal magbibigay sa iyo ng letter na sinasabi, okay, pwede ka na mag-apply ngayon sa Quebec for Certificate of Selection in Quebec, CSQ.
All right.
That stage or that part is the one that has been postponed.
Yung pagpasa ng federal to Quebec.
To Quebec. Yun ang natigil.
Okay.
Okay? The confusion was, akala nila pati sa federal huminto.
Oo, na hindi ka pwede magpasa man lang ng application
exactly.
sa federal.
Yun ang confusion. And a lot of actually in Montreal, a lot of consultant and immigration lawyers are saying, no, maghintay ka hanggang June 2026. Na i-start yung application mo for federal.
Oh.
Which is wrong. Kasi ngayon yung mga nag-apply na mag-apply pa lang ngayon, disadvantage sila ngayon. Kasi ang bagong rules, actually this just parang in-issue na lang tong guidelines na to kahapon.
Oh, kahapon. So that's June 18, 2026, okay?
Yeah. So ang ginawa nila, the way to make it fair for everyone, tsaka sa mga naghihintay since 2024, gumawa sila ng calendar. So you can post the graphic ate if meron ka.
Wait.
Send it to you on Messenger. But actually, meron silang calendar. So, kung kailan mo natanggap yung letter na yon, doon lang yung date na pwede kang mag-apply.
Ayan. Okay. This one, no?
Yan.
Okay. Ang nangyari kasi guys, sabi nga ni Attorney Renz, nung sinuspend, ang sinabi, magbubukas ulit or mag-uumpisa ulit sa June 2026, which is where we are right now.
Yeah, that's
so ang sinabi ng ilang mga consultants, wala talagang galaw, bawal kayo mag-apply. I remember in our episode before, Attorney Renz said, hindi, magbigay pa din kayo dun sa federal government ng application. At least nakapila.
Exactly.
So now, with this update that we are talking about, yung advice ni Attorney Renz na yun, na hindi ni-advise nung iba, turns out na tama. Kasi naipasok na, at dahil may calendar kung ano yung mga uunahin, nakapila ka na nga naman.
Exactly.
Kung final mo pa rin yung application mo as suggested by Attorney Renz before. Okay. So explain to us itong calendar na ito again, Attorney Renz.
So yung sa left side, dyan yung mga dapat kayo, yung mga date na dapat kayo magpasa or dapat na-receive na ng Quebec yung application mo for CSQ.
Okay.
Take note, the application will be paper-based. So, it will be smart wise na mag-submit at least 3 days before. Tapos express post po ninyo.
Okay.
Para darating siya on the same day ng reception or 1 day before.
Okay.
Kung mas maaga siya, possible din ibabalik nila yan. It happened before. Either on 1 day before or on the day off, dapat tanggap na nila yan.
Mhm.
Again, it's gonna be first come, first serve.
Right.
So sa left side, yung mga dates na dapat kayo mag-submit. Yung sa date sa kanan, ito yung mga date or mga tansya na date na kung kailan nyo na-receive. Hindi po yung date nang nag-apply kayo. Kung kailan po ninyo na-receive yung letter saying that you are now eligible to apply for a CSQ.
Okay. Tama ba yung left and right natin, Attorney Renz?
Tama ba?
Kasi may
Ang
July
tinitignan ko sa
2020.
screen
Teka, baliktad yata yung column ni Attorney Renz eh. Kasi the earlier dates are, to me are on the right, not
Tama
on the
ba?
left.
Yung July 31, 2020.
Yeah, July 31, 2024 is
Ah,
on the
nasa
right.
kanan.
Nasa right. Tama?
Ah.
Okay. I think I'm a little bit confused.
Alright, but yung mas
kasi, guys, nahirapan ako.
yung sa side na nakalagay ay at 31 July 2024.
Mhm.
So ito yung mga nakatanggap ng by July 31, 2024.
No nomination.
Pwede nga sila ngayon mag-apply by July 2.
Got it. Tama.
Register 31. Those who received the CSQ request letter ng January 31, 2025, September 1 sila mag-a-apply. And so on and so on.
Okay.
Ganun siya. So tama yung advice na dapat nung last year, nag-apply pa rin kayo kung eligible kayo.
Kasi baka by now, ngayon pa lang magfo-forward, ngayon pa lang mag-uumpisa muli mag-issue ng mga
Exactly. Kasi kung ngayon pa lang kayo, 2020, June 19 ngayon, so you'll be in 2025 to, February 6, you'll be in 31 ng May or 31 ng August. 2027 pa kayo makakapag-apply ng CSQ.
Oo. Oh my. Okay.
Yung iba dyan, mawawala na ng status.
I see. I think that's the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Again, based on this, if you only apply now, tapos ma-nominate kayo na...
Not nominate. When they see na complete na yung application.
So, what document do they need to receive para ma-meet yung date?
There's a letter na nakalagay doon na, okay, we found you eligible to apply for sponsorship.
Alright.
You can now submit your CSQ application.
Oh, okay. So, kung ngayon pa lang, ang tagal, mga 2027 pa kayo talaga makaka-apply.
Ang karamihan sa mga kababayan natin, nakaharap ng mga jowa or ng mga PR tsaka Canadian recently lang or mawawalan na sila ng status.
Oo, nako.
Ang mawawala doon yung ability to apply for spousal open work permit.
Right. Iba ba ang rules dyan for spousal work permit?
The same lang din. Basta lang, nakatanggap ka may status ka pa at the time na nag-apply ka. So, meron kang once may AOR ka na, acknowledgement of receipt, eligible ka na ngayon mag-apply ng spousal open work permit. Pag nawalan ka ng status, ang hihintayin mo yung approval in principle.
Alright.
But approval in principle, matatanggap mo lang yun pag may CSQ ka na.
I see. Nako po. So what advice do you usually give to these people, Attorney Renz, na mukhang mawawala ng status for family sponsorships?
Submit as soon as possible kung eligible na kayo. Kung may study permit kayo or work permit, change your status for now as a visitor.
Okay.
So para lang hindi kayo mawala ng status. Kasi once you get your acknowledgement of receipt, you can switch back from visitor to spousal open work permit.
All right. Okay. So that is the update, no, guys. At least now you have an idea of when you can actually file your applications sa mga naghihintay dito sa family sponsorship application sa Quebec. Okay, as always, like in our last episode, guys, sabi ko doon, i-follow ninyo si Attorney Renz because he is the quickest one to post updates, lalo na sa mga developments dyan sa bandang Quebec. Okay, and his email, dalawa po yan, nasa ibaba if you want to book a consult with him as well, if you have more questions, yan, dyan nyo siya po pwedeng kontakin. Okay, meron pa ba? Maikli lang naman to, no? Dito sa update natin on the family sponsorships.
Yeah, so far yan pa lang naman yung update. Siguro ano din, those who are doing DIY, check the new, there's a possibility may mga new forms ulit.
All right, okay. Bagong form.
May mga bagong form na naman. Kasi ano to ate, by paper siya i-apply.
Right.
So, check nyo lang yun. Check nyo rin yung mga bagong rules. Possible there's another additional guidelines in there. I think June 23, sila mag-i-issue ng bagong guidelines.
Got it. Okay. Oh, sinabi na, again, follow niya lang si Attorney Renz. I promise you, he updates his Facebook page often. Okay, we will end this episode here. Attorney Renz, thank you so much for explaining this to us. Admittedly, kung na-confuse kayo sa ibang parts ng episode namin, pasensya na, no? It's my fault because hindi talaga ako masyado familiar with how the PR streams there in Quebec work. No? Kaya maraming salamat at nandito si Attorney Renz for us. We'll end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody!
Salamat!